Hi, my name is Sean. I've been a professional web developer for almost 15 years now. And recently, I've been doing more of a focus on accessibility for websites. And that involved remediation of several client sites in the fall to make sure that they were compliant with AODA requirements coming January 1st of this year. So AODA is the Accessibility of Ontario something or other. Basically, it's requirements to get to WCAG 2.0 accessibility, similar to what you would get in the United States for the Americans ADA, Americans Disabilities Act or whatever. So as a fully able person, I am unfamiliar with screen readers and other assistive devices and rely on things like Lighthouse and Axe extensions to confirm that my the sites that I'm building are accessible or I've done the remediation to bring them up to stat. So today I decided I'd like to try out a screen reader and see how easy or difficult it is to use and any issues that I may run into. And for that purpose, I've set myself two tasks. I'm going to find out what are the requirements for renewing my driver's license in Ontario, and that involves going to the Service Ontario website, as well as finding out any sort of requirements about disposing of large items in the garbage. And so both of those involve going to a Government of Ontario website, and all government websites are required to be AODA compliant. For non-government websites, I believe the requirements are for organizations with 50 or more employees. And even if you've got a smaller organization, there's a large number of reasons why you'd want to be compliant for accessibility, which I'm not going to go into. So let's get to it. All right, so I installed this on the weekend and I found it a little bit frustrating to work because I want to keep using my mouse, and every time I move my mouse, it starts talking at me. So I'm going to move my mouse now and we'll see what happens.
Google.
So I moved over, it says Google. Oh, doesn't.
Google offered in Francais.
So it just depends on where I'm moving my
Google.
mouse, and these buttons don't get read out, so obviously not as compliant. So
Google Personal Microsoft Edge window. Google Document. Search landmark. Search Google Document.
oh, so I don't,
Search landmark. Search combo box has autocomplete editable search blank.
wow, so it gives you all the kinds of information. I'm sure somebody who is using this sort of software regularly might have some custom settings. Basically, I've adjusted a couple of things based on an article I read, but it's all default stuff. So I'm going to just do my search. Uh, driver's license renewal,
E-
Ontario, and
Loading
enter.
page. Driver's license loading complete.
All right, so first result is there. I can
Renew on.
move my mouse
If you are
around.
between
It's a little
75 and
bit
80,
difficult,
you have
so
to
I don't want to do that. Instead, I'm going to try and do everything with keyboards.
skip to main
So
content link.
this is a good thing. I didn't know Google had that. I'm going to hit
Main
that.
landmark clickable renew a driver's license ontario.ca heading level 3 https://www.ontario.ca page renew driver's license link.
Wow, so it actually reads out the whole URL and everything. I'm going to click through that.
Document busy blank. Clickable link skip to main content. Banner landmark click. Skip to main content link.
All right, so I didn't see that skip to main content link initially, but the screen reader read it out to me, so it was there, and I could skip over the navigation, or I can just
Banner landmark. Search
tab
land.
through the
Search button.
navigation.
Francais link. Primary navigation. Clickable list with 4. Busy.
And
Educ.
so
Drive. France. Search.
back
Clickable.
up,
Skip to main content link.
And so skip to main content for accessibility reasons is really helpful because it allows your user to skip all of the menu when they land on a page they want. And I'm going to do that.
Clickable main landmark, renew a driver's license, heading level 1.
So this is just reading it out to me.
Renew your driver's license only link. Breadcrumbs list, renew your driver's license only link.
So the tabbing is going through to clickable items. It's not actually reading the paragraph copy above it. However, if I wanted it to, I could move my mouse.
Renew your driver's license. Learn
And
about the
now it's reading
temporary
it to me.
validation document and find out how to update your address, get a new photo, and change your sex designation.
All right, so let's just keep tabbing through here. So renew your driver's license only. Renew your driver's license and health card. All right, well, let's
Renew
say
both your driver's
I want to
license
do
and health
both.
card link.
I'm going to click through.
Loading page. Document busy blank. Still loading complete. Government of Ontario Service Ontario Public Portal Health Card and Driver's License Renewal Terms of Agreement. Banner landmark link graphic Service Ontario logo. Start of Service Ontario.ca skip to page section links. List with 2 items links. Skip to footer. Content info. Main landmark. Read our banner land. Skip to content link.
Okay, so this is interesting. Um, Again, their skip to content link is really small, but it works. I can jump there. It'll
Main
take me to the
landmark
main.
S2IOHCR.
Take me to the main.
Banner landmark. Skip to
But
content link.
Service Ontario has this other skip link, which I never saw before. Skip to footer.
link.
So I can skip to the
Content
footer.
info landmark start of
and
service
get
on
everything down
contact
here.
us. Main land list.
So
Click I agree to.
it looks like the Service Ontario site is relatively simple, but a little bit frustrating for me with the screen reader because every time I move my mouse over content, it starts reading. So let's go back to Google and we'll see how City
You
Hall
are
does.
still app bar toolbar. O
Uh,
L dot on C loading page. Search landmark. Search combo box has autocomplete editable search blank.
yes, we already know that. Thank you. And let's look for how to do large garbage disposal in Toronto.
E
Large item
A
garbage disposal,
F
Toronto.
loading page. Loading complete. Skip to main
Skip
content
to main
link. Adds
content.
region clickable garbage removal big fills junk removal heading level 3
Wow,
at
this
HDT.
is.
Why this
I'm going to
list
skip that
hot
one.
main landmark clickable oversized and metal items. City of Toronto heading level 3 https://www.toronto.ca. Houses link.
All right, so reading, it takes a long time and it can get a little bit of frustrating. But I skipped the first one because that was an ad. Let's go into the City of Toronto site and see how it is.
Document busy blank. Oversized and metal items. City of Toronto. Link skip to content. Heading level 2 COVID-19. Toronto.
All right, where's the skip to content link? But I hit enter, even though I didn't see the skip to content link show up, and it stopped talking. So maybe that is how I can do this.
Toronto.ca/banner land search increase
I
decrease
obviously did not get the skip to
City of
content
Toronto
stuff.
clickable breadcrumb main landmark page actions print button expand all oversized and metal items accordion pressed
Ooh, that does work.
collapse
Nice.
all pressed items accepted at the curb and set out expanded items accepted at the curb and set out tips appliances trees that are
All right, so it was actually relatively easy to find this information. I think using a screen reader would take some getting used to, but it works fine. One thing that I think could be improved on both of these sites is the skip to main link is not as obvious as I would like it to be, and maybe that's just because I'm fully sighted, but I think making it obvious when you land on there and you got a screen reader running would be helpful. So now I'm going to go to my company website, which
App bar
has
toolbar. Address and search bar edits. Vienna creation. Unselected. Toronto. Loading page. Document. Loading complete. Toronto website design craft CMS and expression engine caffeine creations. Navigation landmark visited link blog. Visited link podcast. Blog. Serve. About. Caffeine. Skip to main content visited link.
All right, so interesting. I'm not sure why it did it, but when the page loaded, the screen reader was already on the blog link. I expected it to show the skip to main content, which I got by doing Shift Tab, which brings me back to the top of the document. And you can see my skip to main content is much bigger on the left there. And if I hit that,
Main landmark heading
it
level
will
2 featured services.
jump me up.
Let's get nav.
And
Caffeine. Skip to main content visited link.
so I kind of like this as more visually interesting. Not interesting, but visually obvious. So yeah, the screen reader is a little bit frustrating for me. I'm wondering how people who need it more would find it. So this is my initial thoughts on a screen reader, and curious to hear what other developers or people who need assistive technology have to say about this.